What is going on, guys? It's week 5 of Samnite against Wichard. So I am, what's my record? 3-1, and it's going well. So let's get into it. So this is gonna have to be a post-com because my mic died in the middle of my live recording, which is unfortunate because I was so tilted all game. It would have been a funny video to watch. I literally like gave up on like turn 11 for no reason. It was funny, but in any case, the goal here was sweep with, I don't even know who I was gonna oh yeah, so it was Blaziken and T-Tar my win conditions, I believe. Let me just check. My teaming is Wichard, so I had Scarf. Yeah, okay, so Scarf Blaziken was basically the win condition along with Zero Aura, just picking things off with Iron Tail. So let's see. So the big problem with this build was Terra Curum is just like impossible. I just couldn't prep for Terra Curum. Normally I don't bring removal, but this time I did bring defog because I was like T-Spikes in the last game almost destroyed me, so I'm gonna run defog so T-Spikes doesn't ruin me, and I had it on my Scarf Blaziken. So Blaziken is also EV to take 4 hits from Greninja Shuriken from full, so that's an idea. That's why I led with it. Scarf lead is gonna cook everybody, so let's get into it. I'll play it on normal speed. Whoa, none of that though. So here I U-turn, obviously he goes Forges, that's cool, and I could either go Lando or Zero, but I decided to go Lando, and I did not think he would Moonblast, so I clicked Earth Power. No point of Iron Tailing yet, don't want to reveal it until I have to. Here I do go Iron Tail. I missed the Mew, which is unfortunate because I can't count the damage, right? But I get a lucky U-turn crit, which made up all the damage that Iron Tail would have had. Go Blaziken here on the rocks. Here I'm forced to U-turn, like what else am I going to do? He goes Nidoqueen, gets the helmet damage on me, which is cool. Good for him. I go hard into Lando because I see that he's Rocky Helmet, and now Earth Power is free. So I think I clicked it. Oh, I clicked rocks. That makes a lot of sense. Rocks makes sense too. So here he protects Iron Tail. No amount of protecting is gonna help him because Iron Tail always kills. And Iron Tail was nice because it also 3-hit KO'd, like roughly 3-hit KO'd Thunderous. Here I go Scarm because I was like, nah, he's not clicking the electric move. So he's superpowers. I'm like, all right. He's physically attacking. Wild Charge does not kill, so I'm gonna roost. And he U-turns, and it turns out actually he had Thunderbolt. He was timid, Jolly Thunderbolt. And he just didn't click it because he thought I would go Zero Aura. So that worked out well for me, and I get the helmet chip on him. So he's 34, and 34 can die to Orlando's Iron Tail. So that's pretty nice. So goes Nidoqueen. I don't remember what I did here. Oh yeah, that's right. I roosted and then I switched out into, I'm guessing, yeah, into T-Tar, as he set a Toxic Spike, and now we just trade Earthquakes. Basically I put him at 32 and he puts me at 48. So now I think Earthquake is free, but what I decided to do here is I doubled because either he dies to the Earthquake or he switches into something, right? So I'm like, whatever, like if it's Mew or Florges, I thought Mew, Florges, or Thunderous, or no, I thought he would go Mew or Florges, so I doubled into Lando, and he did go Florges. And again, he can play this Iron Tail game, this Protect game all he wants, but it's not really gonna get him anywhere. So he clicks Protect, the Iron Tail, blah blah blah. Now I Iron Tail again, and Thunderous drops, so everything's looking really good for me right now. Blaziken win condition. I go and sack T-Tar right now, but there's no other play. So T-Tar's done his job, weakened Nidoqueen for Zero Aura, as he goes for Water Shuriken. So now this is a pivotal turn in the game, absolutely pivotal turn in the game. Walrein is here as a check to set up Mew because I have Encore, like to not DD Mew, but like Calm Mind, ID, what's that one, Cosmic Power, like all that stuff. It's there for that. I Yawn. Yawn also goes through subs, so I can Sleep Cure him and Mew, whichever. It was basically the check to both, but not when a spike is up. When a spike is up, I don't check Cure him. So what I needed to do here was defog, and I was thinking here, like, how do I defog? How do I defog? And I was like, okay, I can defog later, that's fine. I'm gonna go into Blaziken and threaten him out. Shuriken shouldn't kill, right? That's what I was thinking, but I was just like, I completely just lost my head. I don't even know why I went Blaziken. Now the thing is, Blaziken my set actually has a 25% chance to die to 4 hits of Shuriken if he's not boosting item, which I thought he might be specs. But he was obviously boots since he didn't take damage from the rocks, which I didn't notice in the live com, which was a massive mistake. If I knew he was boots, I would have played it very differently. I would have probably gone Skarm immediately, but that was just very stupid on my part. Now, I'm gonna resume, and for some dumb reason, I went Blaziken. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get forced out, and then I realized, no, he's pure water type. Why would he ever switch? So now I'm like, okay, well, he's obviously gonna click Shuriken, so I'm done. I can't stay in. Man, I could have stayed in. If he got 4 hits, it was only a 25% chance to kill me. I would have died to the poison immediately, and I would have cleared these rocks, which would be perfect for Zero Aura. Zero Aura Steel, not poisoned. So Florges gets O-Code, Mew gets O-Code, Nidoqueen gets O-Code, Greninja gets O-Code, and Kyurem does not get O-Code, but Kyurem gets almost O-Code. And in the end, I found out that he only had Dragon and Ice Stab. So literally, there was nobody stopping Zero Aura. So I could have, now that I made this dumb mistake of going Blaziken instead of Skarmory. Skarmory was the move because I could see if he had a strong move to hit it or not, and I could Roost. So, to like scout for Surf or Hydro Pump or whatever. Turns out he didn't actually have anything stronger than Shuriken to hit my Skarmory, believe it or not. So, which is what I should have gambled on, because Skarm regardless lives a hit, right? Nobody else on this team lives. Like Walrein, I could have gone Walrein as well, but I wanted to keep Walrein in the back for Kyurem. Anyway, could have defogged here, taken my chance with the Shuriken, but I decided not to, and I went into Skarmory. Now, this is also very key. So watch, Water Shuriken gets 1 hit, 2 hit, that's a crit. 3 hit, 4 hit, and 5 hit. Now, the thing is, I was at this point, I was tripping, man. I was like, no way. He keeps getting every hit he needs. I'm like, no way. Is he actually loaded dice? Because I was worried about loaded dice in prep, and then I watched his games, and he didn't run loaded dice Gren once for Shuriken. So I was like, okay, like he probably won't be loaded dice. But here I was just like losing myself. I was like, man, he's loaded dice, even though he just revealed that he's not loaded dice. But he was loaded dice, so now he gets 5 hits and a crit. Okay. Resume. Ice Beam kills me. That was absolute max roll. 35.7 or 0.9 is the max roll from a timid Greninja's Ice Beam. So he got 5 hits with a crit into absolute max roll to kill my Skarm. I click Roost here. And if I got these roosts off, then pretty much, because like he's not getting, like, eventually I will heal up and he will be forced to switch. I didn't have anything to hit him with, but I did have Whirlwind, so I could get him out of there. And all I had to do was get him out of there. And on Mew or on Nidoqueen or on Florges, I just had to defog with Blaziken. That was all I needed to do. But unfortunately, he got 5 hits with a crit into max roll, which is the only way he could have actually killed the Skarmory in this situation, which is very, very unfortunate. And at this point, I have to go Zero Aura to revenge this, even though I could have. My last chance to survive this game would have been to go Walrein right here and like yawn the Greninja. And as he switches into anybody, go into Blaziken and defog. And then sack Lando or something, it doesn't really matter, and just have Zero Aura clean up, because everyone, literally the whole team, 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon get O-Code, and Kyurem's the only one that does not get O-Code. But if there are no rocks on the field, Terra Steel Zero Aura does not die to any Greninja's Shurikens into any Kyurem attack. So because Kyurem had Dragon Ice coverage, did not touch me. Florges, so I lived Shurikens into any hit from Kyurem into Moonblast from Florges if I missed Iron Tail. So let me just check if I had taunt on Zera as well. I did, so I could taunt the Florges, so I could even Plasma Fist. So basically I needed to go Walrein, force this out, and it was my only way to remove the rocks. But as we go here, I click Knock, I think, kill the Nidoqueen, but at this point I'm just losing the poison. He switches out, he sacks Mew, cool. I Terra Steel, but at this point it's too late. And yeah, I just get cleaned up by Gren because now I do go Walrein and he U-turns on Walrein. I roar the floor or I yawn the Florges, but it doesn't really change much. He just goes into cure him, Florges falls asleep, and I can't sleep cure him, so I basically lose to cure him. But I was losing to Shuriken anyway at this point, so I had multiple opportunities to make a different play to defog, which is what I needed for the end game, and yeah, basically made there's like three turns in a row I made wrong move after wrong move after wrong move, and as a result I couldn't defog. And it's crazy. I was thinking the whole game like, how can I defog? And I just kept making the wrong move. So that's that. Kieran's gonna finish me up. I pop his sub, and that's a 3-0 loss for me. Blah blah blah. He picks me off, finishes it up. So a 3-0 loss, very disappointing. I had everything I needed to win this game. I knew I needed a defog, but I just didn't defog. Made all the wrong plays. Got unlucky with the Scarm, to be fair. If he didn't kill my Scarm there, I would have likely, like, I don't know how he could stop me defogging. Because nobody forces out Scarm on the team. Kirim gets whirlwinded. Like, I roost and whirlwind. There's, like, maybe Nidoqueen would force out Skarmory, but Nidoqueen allows Blaziken back in immediately to defog, so it's very messy. It was a very messy situation. Very unfortunate. I made some massive mistakes for 3 turns in a row, and that puts me at 3-2, I believe, which is quite unfortunate. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Value out.